Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court updates as of today, 18th of June 2025. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was supposed to appear in court on the 16th of this June, but I don't really know what happened. So the court hearing was later shifted to today, which is 18th of June 2025. And you all remember how the last court hearing ended when witness DDD said that they found transmitter and a container in the house of Benjamin Madubugo. So the judge later transferred the case back to DSS office for them to cool down and investigate the content of the container, like what are inside the container and the transmitter. So today, let's hear how it's going. Before we go on, remember that everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu prophesied, everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu warned Nigeria about years ago, 10, 15 years ago, they are all happening right now. Instead of Nigeria to have worked on those messages Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was revealing to them, but they say no, let's jail him. He's exposing us too much. So all of them are happening now. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talked about Benue, talked about different things that is going to happen in Nigeria. Right now, all of them are happening in our own very face. Instead of Nigerians to speak up, to tell the federal government of Nigeria to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, no, most of them are still castigating him, calling him name, calling him a terrorist, somebody that have prophesied what is actually happening right now in Nigeria. Anyway, let's go on with today's court proceeding. Kindly share this video as you are listening. Now, following the rejection of previous standard documents by the court, you remember that the witness DDD presented a document which the presiding judge marked as an exhibit. So today he presented another one from NBC. All right, so now let's go on with the cross-examination. Now the prosecution asked the witness DDD, can you identify this document? Witness DDD say yes. NBC came over to examine the transmitter as the DSS headquarters after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu brought in the transmitter. Then the presiding judge asked, does the defense team have anything to say with regards to the document from NBC? Defense team answered, we have no objection to the NBC report that the prosecution intend tendering to the court. Again, the court admit the NBC report as an exhibit is admitted as an exhibit. The prosecution asked the witness, can you please explain your role as a law enforcement officer? The witness said, my role is to acquire information and report it to my director. So some of my responsibilities include reading cams, and I saw human heads, bodies, and ESN eating human bodies. Prosecution asked again, do you know the owner of the testimony presented before the court the last time? Witness said, we have not found Uzoma, aka Onyame. The prosecution asked again, what do you have to say about the transmitter? Witness said, based on my physical observation, it is understood that the equipment was intended to be used for broadcasting. Also, before importing a transmitter into Nigeria, you must first obtain approval, but it was not obtained. Prosecutor asked again, who is the owner of the transmitter? Witness answered, I can't confirm that the defendant is the owner of the transmitter. Go to Vanguard publication, date July 3rd, 2023. You will see the detailed news. Prosecution asked, if you see the Vanguard publication, would you recognize it? Witness say, yes, I will. Defense team object the tendering of newspaper publication. The presiding judge overrules the defense objection and marks the publication as an exhibit. The prosecution asked the witness again, what do you think about the attack on the Owerri prison? Witness said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu authorized the prison break. The prosecution asked him again, can you explain your role as a law enforcement officer? Witness said, my responsibility is to gather information and report to my boss. Some of my responsibility include raiding camps, and I did raid ESN camp. During one of my raids, I saw human heads, bodies, and ESN eating human bodies. Prosecution asked again, were you able to locate Onyame? Witness said, no, we have not found Uzoma, aka Onyame. Now, the prosecution has moved to reading the presumed written statements of Uzoma Benjamin, aka Onyame, as written in the Vanguard publication. In the publication, Onyame claimed IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ordered him to buy 2,000 people through his superior, but he succeeded to buy 30 people, which he regretted. The prosecuting counsel is relying on Vanguard publication, not personal investigation, and the defense counsel did not object to that. However, there were some American observers, according to the news, that America sent some people to observe the proceedings. Why in the comment section some people are saying why during the 2023 election the foreign community came to observe things? Did anything change? That they are not relying on any observer, that what they want is justice for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You understand? So I would like to know your opinion on the comment section. Kindly share this video wherever you're watching from, and stay tuned. The case has been adjourned till tomorrow, the 19th of June 2025.
Barrister.
Thank you.
Okay, today, the 18th of June 2025, was slated for the continuation of trial between the Federal Republic of Nigeria and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We observed today the PW4, Mr. DDD, was called into the witness box to testify their role in this very case. Please, could you also tell us what happened within your powers? Because I understand there has been a sort of order, regarding divulging information. But go ahead, please.
Well, thank you very much. Today, PW4, known as DDD, continued in his testimony before the court, and he further identified the statements he made, his evidences in the previous sitting. He acknowledged that he attended the container as well as the exhibit Z, which is the transmitter. He also went further to give more evidence with respect to the happenings, the killing of Gulag, the killing of Ikonso, and the issues of sit at home. Under cross-examination, he admitted that Gulag was killed on a Sunday, contrary to the assertion that he was killed on a Monday. He also admitted under cross-examination that one of the documents he tendered, and that is the Vanguard online publication, which he tendered in the last sitting. He admitted that anybody who releases such confessional statement to the police, to the public, or to the press is acting prejudicially. There are so many other evidences he gave, which we may not analyze at this point in time, because we do not want anything that will hamper or reduce the integrity of our matter. We strongly believe that the prosecution is most likely going to close this case before Friday, on or before Friday. It all depends on what happens tomorrow, being Thursday, when a new witness is most likely going to be presented by the prosecution according to the prosecution lead counsel. So if they present that witness, we'll know what the witness will say and possibly cross-examine him either the same tomorrow or on Friday. But we thank God for everything, and as we always say, the level we have gone so far is the level I call the Surugede level. Even the more, that is the spirit, the dance of the spirit. Our fingers are crossed. We all have hope, very, very high hope. And it's our very strong belief that Omo Chineke, wherever we are, will continue to maintain the peace as we have always been known to maintain. So far, the evidences tendered, to my mind, has not shown that Omo Igbo or Biafrans or Omo Chineke were responsible for any killings. Rather, the evidence has shown that 200 people were killed in Nkpo by state security agencies, including the Nigerian Army, the police, and the SSS. That is the evidence so far we've gotten, that over 200 persons were killed. Of course, we've not also seen the 2,000 heads, human heads they mentioned. We've also not seen the 30 heads they allegedly claimed Biafrans had assembled for the burial of Ikonso. So there are so many things, so many loose ends, which they've not been able to tidy it up. We thank God because it shows that our client is innocent and will continue to be innocent. It is for them to prove his guilt, and so far, we have not seen such proof before this court. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.